Okay, we are going to do another practice session tonight. I am going to change it up a little bit. We're going to just try with one camera rather than show you guys the landing zone. I'm going to shoot from right here, and we're going to be shooting down that way. Now, I'm a lefty, so I'm going to be shooting with my left hand in the tub going this way. Oh, just hit one of the dice. Funny. Typically, a shooter that's going to shoot down, they're going to take their hand and shoot like this. If you're right-handed, stick right one. Now, I've been working on shooting from both sides left-handed, but I'm going to try tonight. I'm not going to mess with anything down there in the landing zone. I will pull the dice all the way back and show you what the shot is here, preferably, hopefully not tipping them over. And we'll just keep track of roll count. I'm not going to do any betting. Just because this is going to be a straight practice session without trying to keep track of betting. What I learned from that roll the other night is it's just not feasible without a second person that's keeping track of your bets, because when you're trying to figure out the payouts yourself and you're trying to throw the dice and deliver them back to yourself after every roll, it's pretty damn impossible. So that said, I'm going to try and keep my stick out of the way, because typically what I like to do is when I'm practicing, I lay the stick across the table out here on the end. But I just noticed that's right in the way of the camera, because you're looking at the view from the height of the chip rail. This is literally 2 inches above the chip rail in the middle here, so I can't lay my stick across because it'll be in your way. I'm going to just lay it down back here, and hopefully it won't get in the way of my roll. Okay, so my name's Craig. Sorry, it's late. I always practice at night. I don't typically shoot during the day, so I'm a night guy. As of right now, it is currently 12:20 a.m. July 1st into the night, or July 2nd into the morning. Going into Independence Day weekend here. I'm going to probably hit the casino this weekend with one of my good buddies from Oregon. He calls himself Paulie P from the 503. Some of you may know him. He's a pretty good shooter. He's one of Tony Leo's students, and so Paulie has an interesting throw and a very interesting strategy. He's got way bigger aspirations as a shooter than I do right now. I have tremendous respect for him, because he goes big or he goes home, and I don't go big, so I tend to keep my bankroll protected, and you will never see me throwing out big bets on the first couple rolls like he does. So shout out to Paulie P, my baller. Anyway, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to treat this as if I'm trying to play bonus craps. So the gold chips up here, the $1,000 chips that you see that are up above, I'm going to put those in the don't come boxes and mark my place numbers as they come up. What I do down here and in the horn area, I mark when the horn numbers come up, I put a chip on each one of those to help me keep track. I mark my roll count up in the hot bet area up here as the rolls come out. 3-1, 3-2, 4-1, 4-2, 5-1, 5-3, 6-2, 5-4, 6-3, 6-4, hard 4, hard 6, hard 8, hard 10, and of course your 3 big reds, whether it comes 4-3, 5-2, or 6-1. Now obviously roll count is important for analytics, but also roll count is important because I want to see what my dominant numbers are based on the way I'm setting the dice. Now, there's 2 ways you can think about this. When you're setting the dice, if you're going to change it up in your roll to make different numbers, that's fine. If you're trying to figure out your dominant number with a specific dice set, you want to practice with that dice set repeatedly and try and get an idea of what your dominant numbers are. A lot of things come into that. I don't have to tell you about mechanics. You have to think about your grip. You have to think about your landing zone. You have to figure out, obviously, how hard you throw the dice every time. And like anything else, it's an art form. It really is. And like a golf swing or a baseball pitch or batting, playing tennis, whatever. There's no different to that. At least that's my opinion, and I know a lot of other people that will agree with me. So, let's get started. Let's see what we can do. So, we're going to come out here and give it a shot. And I'm going to think tonight, just for fun, let's work with work with a traditional 3V. Okay, that's an easy one to work with. Now, for me, I'm not sure how that's going to come out. The reason I say that is because the 3V for me can be a dangerous set. I happen to double pitch quite often. So for me to throw the 3V, what I should probably do is, instead of setting it up 3V like that down the table, it might make sense for me to turn my dice over 2 turns and actually throw a 7 set that has a 7 on one side, a 7 on the other side, an 11 on the back, and ace deuce on the front. So, I think I will, just for the hell of it. I'm going to take the 3V and I'm going to try and correct my double pitch and see how it comes out. And that is risky, to throw 7s on 2 sides. But because I double pitch so much, I'm pretty confident that I can keep the 4-3 out of play. If I throw a 4-3, then obviously I'm not double pitching anymore. And I've done something in my throw. My mechanics have changed. But let's try it. Okay. And again, 7s on the come out on a traditional craps table are great. I don't want to see a 7 on the come out because I want to get my roll started on the bonus craps game. Because I play this game not only for my place bets, but for bonus craps. And did I happen to mention this channel is called Craig Talks? I talk a lot, guys. I use my words. I say what I'm thinking so you guys can understand it. In my line of work, it's the same way. I'm constantly teaching people how to make things happen in the tech world. Anyway, here we go. So, like I said, I will set the equivalent of my 3V, but I'm going to flip my die over so that as if I were to double pitch. I'm still going to work on my grip. I have to find the spot on the dice that feels good. If you grab the dice and they're poking you or it feels funny on your fingers, move them around a little bit and find the spot where they feel comfortable. Roll them once. Roll them twice if you have to. See if you can find a spot that's comfortable without changing your set. And even if the dice roll over, for me, I don't care when they roll over. I'm looking to get, there's this comfortable grip right there. Okay, that feels good for me. That's the grip I'm looking for right there. Okay, that's it. Now I'm a lefty, so I'm going to find my spot on the table. I'm not going to let those dice separate apart. I'm going to pick them up very gently. I'm not going to pull back and throw. I'm going to go forward. Nothing's going to go back. There's no pulling back, and we're not cocking our arm and sending him down. I'm finding my spot. I'm going to lift my hand just a little bit, and I'm going to send him down. And right away, what do we got? I threw a yo. That's a primary face hit, guys. A 5-6 is a primary face hit because, like I said, we had the ace deuce showing, we had the 5-6 showing, and we had 4-3 on both sides. So yo is a primary face hit. I'm going to mark it. We're going to mark it for the bonus, and we're going to mark it for the roll count. Okay, that's a good start. I'm okay with the yo for it to come out. Set it up the same. Okay, spin them around. Make sure you've got what we're started with, which was the 3V, and then again we're set it up as if it was a double pitch, and they hit a primary face. That's kind of scary because that means my roll corrected itself. Now I'm going to find my comfortable spot on the dice for my fingers. That doesn't feel right. Got to move them around until it feels good. Line them up, pick them up, send them down. All right, and what did we get? I see a 8. And that came 6-2. Damn it, that just tipped over when I rolled them back there. It's a 6-2, guys. Shit. 6-2 is the 8. Let's mark the 8. And we'll mark the 6-2. And we'll watch to see what comes up consistently as we shoot here. All right. The point is 8. We're working with the 3V, like I said. I'm still going to go on the basis that this 3V set, I'm going to try my strategy here of correcting my double pitch by flipping that die over a second time, so that if it does double pitch, it's going to land on a 6 or an 8. Here we go. No pulling back, just straight down. Okay, and we got another yo. 6-5 for yo. 11. Unbelievable. Mark it again. That's 2 11s. Okay. So, again, that's basically a 3V set flipped over from 6s and 8s. But we're using 7 on 2 sides, and we've got ace deuce on one side and yo on the other side. This time yo is on the back. Out, short roll. And that's a 10. 6-4, 10. All right, so let's do this. Mark the 10, 6-4. And we'll mark the 10 up here on the bonus just because. Let's see what we can do. Set it up again, 3V. Turn it over twice, since we're going to simulate a double pitch. And you guys do understand what a double pitch is. That's where one die turns over two times over. It hits the opposite of the primary face that you're looking for. It's not off axis. It's just a double pitch. All right, here we go. Okay, there's a 5. 3-2 for the 5. For those of you keeping score at home on the long game, 3-2. 3-2. All right. Mark the 5. Set it up. And you know, I've watched some people take forever to set their dice. You do have to know what you're looking at on the dice. You have to understand what's on the opposite side. When the dice are passed to you, look at them while they're in the middle and decide what you're going to do to create the set you're looking for so you don't delay the game. There's nothing I hate worse than someone that's new that's trying to set the dice and they don't know what they're doing because they don't realize what's on each face of the dice. Okay, there's the 5 again. Another 3-2. Let's mark that 3-2. Yeah, so, all right, pop quiz. What's on the other side of the 3? That's right, the 4. What's on the other side of the 6? Correct, the 1. What's on the other side of the 2 then? The 5. You guys are good at this. Some people aren't, though. So when the dice are passed, you immediately know where you want to go with them. I know what I'm looking for pretty damn quick. Okay, you know, there's that ace. There's the opposite side of it. You want to spin that around, set your setup. You're going to get there really quick, as long as you know what you're looking for. Anyway, we're still shooting for that 6. I don't know where that 5 is coming from. I'm not sure what the mechanics are that creates that. There is a hard 10. We've got the easy 10 already. Drop the hard 10 in. 55. So let's see what the mechanics are for that 5-5, how that would have had to come up. Okay, if you look at it, when I've got, oops, sorry, that's in the way. When I've got there's a 4-3 on the front, and that means that's a 4-3 on the back. So the 5-5, guess what happened? That had to tip over that way, and this had to tip over twice. Okay, because you got 6-5 right there. So that means one of my die went off axis that way. That went over twice, and that one went over once. Once and twice. So, yeah, that was off axis 2 times and no double pitch because that, well, I don't know. I don't want to give it. I don't have a slow motion camera to know how that went together, but that's what essentially what happened. All right, let's try it again. Again, we're set up with the weird reversed, taking the 3V and turning it into 7s because I double pitched and I'm trying to correct for that. Okay, and what did we get there? There's an 8. There's our point. That's a 6 and a 2. The 8 came up as 6-2. Alright, so we made point. Another winner. Now, how many rolls did it take me to get there? I count 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 rolls to get back to the 8. Is that good or bad? We got 2 5s. We rolled a 10 twice. So 2 5s, 2 10s, 2 8s, and 2 yos. Could you have made money on that if you were betting? Would that have been good? I mean, do you bet the 5? Do you bet the 10? I don't know. Some people bet the inside. I guess you would have won money on the 5 twice. If you had a pass line with odds, you would have just won your pass line bet. And if you bet the 10, one of two things would happen. You would have either won 2, I don't know, how much do you bet it for? Do you bet it for $10? So you want to win 18 twice. I don't know. It depends on the tables that you play on. The tables I play on out in Western Washington, we can still get away with $5 betting. So, you know, I might have had $5 on it, so I probably would have pressed it the second time. So, anyway, we're coming out again. Let's try the straight 3V this time with just... We're not going to worry about double pitching because my dice don't seem to be double pitching right now. But I'm going to stick to this 3V and see where it goes. Here we go. Come out, roll. Shorty on 1. But they're going to give me that because there's no pit box and there's no box man here. So I'm going to call that good, even though the second die didn't hit the back wall. We've got a 5. We've got a 4-1 for the 5. Point is 5 with a 4-1. Up, get down here. And I flipped that one over for a 2-1, but we're on a 5. So we'll mark the 5 and 4-1 for the roll count. All right, let's see if we can bring the 5 back. I'm going to do the 3V again. There we go. Which way is it? Come on, tell me. All right, there it is. Find that grip. Line them up, send them down. Ooh, those dice rolled funny. There's a 6. That's a 4-2. Mark the 6, 4-2. Mark the 6 for the bonus also. 4 and 2 for the 6. There it is. Bring it into view for you. Oh, rolled it over. I am not a stick man, by the way, but I'm trying. All right. 3V set again. Got to find the grip that's comfortable. Line up and send them down. Okay, those landed a little short. There's a hard 6, 33, hard 6. They split up on me a little bit. They didn't quite hit the landing zone the way I'd have liked them to, but we did pull a hard 6 in there. We'll mark the hard 6. Anybody on the hard ways in your virtual betting? I wasn't, so that's okay. Okay, there's that 3V again. Sorry, guys, I put the stick in front of the camera. I'm bad about that. All right. Find a comfortable spot on the dice. Make sure it feels good on your fingers because you got to have your grip. Not only does your grip have to feel right, but it has to be comfortable. I guess that's the same thing. I just mean it shouldn't be poking you in the fingers. All right, what do we throw? That's a 5. 3, 2, 5. Okay. And I rolled them back over. Let's drop the 3, 2. There's our point. Made 5. There you go. 3, 2. That's the third 3, 2 we rolled tonight. And we're off again. Okay, come out, roll. So far, so good, Charlie. Let's see what we can do. I'm not going to make this a very long video. I know my last one was a little bit long, but I just wanted to play again tonight just for the fun of it, because you got to keep practicing. And the table's sitting here, you know, I may as well use it. I didn't buy it for it to sit and just look at. All right, coming out with a 3V. That was a good roll. It landed nice. It hit off the wall gentle, and it just died. That's a 6-2 for an 8. Okay, we're back up on the 8 with a 6-2. That's the only way I've made the 8 tonight. I have not thrown it any other way yet on this session. 5-3 has not showed up, and Heart 8 has not showed up. So we are back up on the 8. And let's see if we can make that 8. All right. There's your 3V set. Find a comfortable spot where it feels good on your fingers before you bring those dice together. I lift one over the other, and I feel for my spot for where I want to be. Even that feels a little funky, but I'm going to go with it. Okay, there is a 11 again. We got the yo for a 5-6, 6-5, however you want to call it. Mark up another 11. Didn't need the 11 for the bonus, but that's okay. All right. See what we can do here. Come on. All right, that's the ace deuce, 3 craps. Needed that for the bonus. Looking kind of good there, ace deuce. I like it. Mark the ace deuce. And we will mark the ace deuce for the bonus down here. All right, still got an 8, looking for that 8. Point is 8, dice are out, hands are high. Here we go. And that is a 6, came 5-1. 6, 5-1. All right. Mark the 5-1. You've already got the 6 marked up for the bonus. So far, the 4 and the 9 are the only 2 place numbers we haven't brought. And I don't think with the 3V that those are very dominant. It's really hard to roll those if you stay on axis. All right. Weird throw, but it landed good. They split apart, but we got a 5-3 for an 8. 5, 3, 8. Easy 8. First time the 8 has come 5-3 tonight. Mark that up. And there's our point. I didn't even pay attention. Not bad. Okay, and we're back off again. Come out, roll. If the 7's going to come, now's the time you want it. But I don't want it ever when I'm on a bonus craps table, because I don't want to have to rebet that shit. I'm already doing good right now, right? Let's try again. See if we can make something happen here. How about a 4 or a 9? That'd be nice for a point. And we got the 7. There you go. There's a 3-4. First 7 to show up. After how many rolls? There's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 6, 17. On the 18th roll, we got the 7, but that's okay because it's a come out roll right now, so that doesn't hurt. All it does is it sinks the bonus. Easy enough, not a big deal. We're still rolling. Statistically, they're going to show up. So the bonus numbers are done, but that doesn't matter. Here we go. Let's keep playing that 3V a little bit. See if by any chance we can work with it. Because that was a double pitch. See? I got the 7. It came as a 3-4. It clearly was the exact opposite side of the 3V. Okay? 3's on top, right? That's exactly what it was. One of them flipped over. But, here we go. Watch. The 4 of the 9 is going to come right now. Short roll. Okay. 5-1 for a 6. Point is 6. And let's keep the roll count going. Coming down on the 6, mark the 5-1. That 5-1 has rolled twice so far. Get that 6 marked. And here we go again. Now 5-1, you know what's funny? That is so close to a primary face hit because one of those dice went off axis just a little bit to get there. But anyway, it doesn't matter. It's there. That was all we needed. I don't know why that's chiming at me, but here we go. Shooting for the 6. Weird roll. That should not have happened. I threw that way too high. That's a 6-3, and that's a 9 for us. We needed the 9 earlier, but we just got it. And that was kind of a high bounce. Now that 6 is actually, was that one in the front? Yeah. So we went one turn too far, single pitch, not double. But we didn't stay primary faces. So let's mark the 9 and mark the 6-3. Okay. Yeah, because as you can see, the 3 is right here. So the 6 turned over, depending on how you got it. It could have come up this way. That would have been off axis, I think. I don't know because I don't have slow motion, but either way, we're going to keep trying here. It split apart a little bit, and that's a 4-1. We rolled the 5. I don't like it when the dice split up like that because it tells me that the energy going down the table was different. They didn't hit the wall the same, and therefore they split up. If you can keep your dice doing the same thing, you're going to make it a whole lot easier to keep them in play and hit those numbers you want to be hitting. So there's a 5. All right, let's see what we can do. Nah, I'm not going to flip them over. I'm going to stick with my 3V because I want to see what my numbers come up with primarily by the end of the night. A little short, but they both hit the back wall. And we've got a 9. That's a 6-3. Already rolled that once. 6-3. That's the second time that's hit. Bring that down. Get down there. Come on. Damn it. Of course, my stick screwed him up. You just have to trust me that that was a 6-3. I'm going to get a camera that looks straight down on that side. It's going to be a whole lot easier to watch the live rolls that way. Alright, same thing. Let's find the comfortable spot on the dice that feels good on your fingers. Okay, there's my spot right there. Good, comfortable grip. And there's a 5-3 for an 8. We got the 8. We're looking for the 6, but we rolled an 8. 6-3 for the 8. Sorry, 5-3 for the 8. That's the second 5-3 we've rolled so far. Okay. What do we got here next? Come up comfortable. I don't like it there. Let's flip that one around. Flip that one around. Find the comfortable spot on the dice for the fingers. Again, if you grab them and they don't feel good, shift them around a little bit. Find a comfortable spot for your grip. It's very important, not just your position, but also just the comfort of your fingers. Alright, shooting for the 6. And we got us the 12. 12 craps. That was just barely off the wall. There we go for the 12. And let's mark the 12. That's the first one we rolled. So dice are out for the shooter. Put that 2 right there. Get our 6 on the front. 6 and 2 facing. Okay. Gotta make that 6. Okay, hard 10 is the call. That's 55 for the hard 10. It's the second hard 10 of this session. Hard 10. Alright, not so bad. We're kicking ass here. Doing good. I like what's happening here. We got a lot of momentum here. And I need my 6.2 on the front. There we go. Okay. All right. And I felt it. I felt it on that one. Guess what we got? 6-1. 7 out. 6-1. All right. So let's look what was left. For the bonus, all I needed was the 11 for the tall side. We had 4 aces and ace deuce left. Not a bad way to go on that. The roll count is what I want to look at. So I'm going to see if I can bring the camera down here so I can show you guys how I look at my roll count. Let me mark that 6-1 as my last number. And I'm going to actually put a red one on that because that was my 7 out. So let's see if we can get the camera down here and look at this a little better. I'm not sure if my cable is long enough. I will try. All right, so what we are looking at for the purposes of this discussion, I'm using the hot bets to mark my numbers. This whole entire time, with the exception of the first few rolls, when I realized I wasn't double pitching as much as I thought I was, this was a 3V set for me the whole time. That's a pretty good roll. I didn't roll the 3-1 at all. I didn't roll a 5-4 at all. I didn't roll a hard 8. I didn't roll a hard 4. I did not roll aces, and I did not roll a 5-2. I 7'd out on the 6-1. So that's an ace deuce, 3 11s, and a 12. That's 5 rolls. I rolled the 5 times. It came 3-2, 3 of them, and it came 4-1, 2 of them. There's another 5 rolls. I rolled 6s. I rolled a hard 6. I rolled a 4-2 and a 5-1. That's 4 rolls. Okay. I rolled the 10, hard 10 twice, easy 10 once. There's 3 more. I only rolled 2 9s the whole time. There's 2 more. So let's leave those. I'm going to drop one on top of that one for my 15. I rolled 8 as 6-2 3 times and 5-3 once. There's another 5. Okay, we'll call that 20, 1, 2, 3, 24. Okay, there's a 24 roll. I rolled 1 7 in the middle of it for 25. Okay, and on my 6th roll, or my 26th roll, I 7'd out with a big red as a 6-1. So that wasn't too bad. That was a 26 roll. I could have done better. That last roll, I was feeling it, and I just didn't say anything. Because typically, for me, if I say something, everybody's like, oh yeah, well that's just anything. You could have 7'd out no matter what. But I felt it in my fingers. I get that weird tingly in the fingers that says, you know what, turn your bets off. But I wasn't betting. We were just rolling. So that was a 26. Not too bad. Okay, guys, this is why practice is important. The more you practice, the better you do. The better you do, the more fun you'll have at the casino. And you can keep your bankroll strong. Until next time, I'm going to call it a night. But I hope you guys enjoy what you see here. Please like and share my videos and subscribe to my channel. And I will keep doing craps videos as long as you guys like them. So I'm going to call it a night, and we'll see you at the casino.